Hi guys, welcome back to Disney in Detail, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my favourite parks in Walt Disney World, which is of course the Magic Kingdom. And I'm going to be taking you through my top 10 things to experience. Some are rides, some are snacks, lots of different things, so stay tuned if you want to see what my must-dos are in this park. First up, we're heading to the Haunted Mansion, and this is one of my favourite attractions in all of Walt Disney World. It was one of the first rides I ever did on my first trip, and I still love it just as much to this day. And despite its name, it's not scary at all. It's definitely a family ride everybody can experience, and it's got a really well-themed queuing area. There's loads of details to see, and if you go through the standby line rather than the fast pass line, there's lots of interactive things to look at as well while you're waiting to get onto the ride. And you don't normally need a fast pass for this. At some point during the day you should be able to get on without a fast pass, so then you can experience all of these things in the queue as well. And the actual attraction is so clever, there's some really good effects, and every time I ride it I notice something different, lots of different details, so make sure you head onto this ride at some point during your Magic Kingdom day because it really is so enjoyable. Next, we're heading over to Adventureland to try a citrus swirl, and this is such a refreshing snack on a hot Florida day. You are going to want to check this out. It's frozen orange juice and vanilla soft serve swirled together, really cools you down, very tasty, and it's a Disney Dining Plan snack credit, so make sure you make a stop here. At number 3 is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and this is one of the newer rides in the Magic Kingdom in Fantasyland, and for that reason it gets very busy. It's not unusual to see wait times between 1 and 2 hours for this ride, so you're going to want to try and get a fast pass for this if you can. It's very family friendly, even though it's a roller coaster. It's nice and smooth and not scary, and you get to go through the mine to see the dwarves. There's really cute music, so this is something you are going to want to experience. It's really good fun. Ask if you can sit at the back. It's a very different experience than sitting at the front in my opinion, so yeah, definitely make sure you check this out. Next, we're heading over to a restaurant which is called Be Our Guest, and this is also in Fantasyland. And this is one of the most popular restaurants in all of Walt Disney World. It's very difficult to get in, so you are going to want a reservation. And they serve breakfast, lunch and dinner. Breakfast and lunch are quick service and dinner is table service, so you've got the option of both. And theming inside is absolutely amazing. Every aspect of it, from this room where you order, when you first walk in, obviously the ballroom is spectacular, such an amazing experience to dine here if you love the movie. You also have the Rose Gallery and the West Wing, so you can choose where you sit if you're eating for counter service. If you're eating dinner, you can request one of the rooms and hopefully they'll be able to seat you in there. But the food is really great. For me, I prefer the food at lunch over breakfast or dinner, but yeah, this is something you are going to want to experience, but you will need that reservation and you'll need to make that 180 days out from your vacation. Next up, we're heading over to Tomorrowland to ride the Tomorrowland Transit Authority, or the People Mover, or the TTA, or whatever you like to call it. And this may not be top of everyone's list, but I love this attraction. On a hot day when the heat is getting a little bit overwhelming, this is a great place to go to get a bit of a breeze as you go around. And also, if you've overdone the walking and developed theme park legs, as I call it, it's really good for a rest because it's quite a long ride. And you do get to go through some of the other attractions in Tomorrowland, such as Buzz Lightyear and Space Mountain. So that's kind of cool. You get to go through the ride in the dark. You can hear people riding Space Mountain, which is really cool. And it's just a really good place to take a rest and see all of Tomorrowland. So make sure you take some time out to experience this ride. You don't need a fast pass. There's never really a wait for it. And in at number 6 is a snack, and it's a Dole Whip float. And this is one of the most iconic snacks in all of Walt Disney World. You may have already heard of it. You can either get it as a float or you can get the soft serve by itself. Both of those are a Disney Dining Plan snack credit. And this is such a great snack. It's very shareable because it's quite big and it's just so refreshing. Similar to the citrus swirl, on a hot day, you are going to want to check this out. At number 7 is another ride, which is Splash Mountain. And this ride can seem a little bit intimidating with the drop that you can see from the outside there, but don't be fooled, this is a really fun family ride. The inside of the ride is just fantastic, great music, great things to see. You will get wet, and fair warning, definitely wear a poncho or something like that if you don't want to get soaked, but getting soaked can be part of the fun on a hot day. You will want a first pass for this probably because it can get quite long waits, but well worth checking this out. In at number 8 is Pirates of the Caribbean, and this is one of my personal favourites. I love this ride so much. You don't normally need a fast pass for it. You can usually get on with a fairly minimal wait, and it has a really good queuing area, so it's actually good to walk through the standby line. And this ride actually came before the movies. A lot of people don't know that. So they've added in Captain Jack Sparrow into several of the scenes. And this is another ride which is great on a hot day because it gets you out of the hot sun. It's a slow moving boat ride, so it's fun for everybody. If you've got small children, they can enjoy this as well. And just make sure you look out for Captain Jack Sparrow because he is hidden in some of the scenes. But this is just a really fun family ride. In at number 9 is Main Street, which is a whole area of the park, but I wanted to include it because it's a really, really lovely area of the park, and Town Square as well kind of thrown in here. And it's really easy to get to the Magic Kingdom, go running up Main Street to get to your favourite rides in the park and overlook this area. And it's so beautiful, there's so much detail here, especially if you look up at some of the windows, there's lots of detail to be seen, and you've got shops that you could go into, you've got the trolley show going on in the mornings as you walk into the Magic Kingdom, which really just gives you that feeling that you are at Walt Disney World. This is one part of all of the parks that just makes me feel like I'm there. The sights, the sounds, the smells, just make sure you take some time to take it all in because it's absolutely fantastic. And finally, at number 10 is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, which is definitely the wildest ride in the wilderness. I love this ride so much. I probably laugh on this ride more than any other at Walt Disney World. Even though it's a roller coaster, it's not frightening, it's very family friendly, and it's very, very different at night. See if you can ride it at night as well as during the day. You might want to get a fast pass because it can get long wait times and it's a very hot queuing area to stand in. But this is one of my absolute favourites, so definitely check this out. So I hope you enjoyed that list of my Magic Kingdom top 10 favourites. Let me know in the comments what your favourite things are to do in the Magic Kingdom park, and let me know if you'd like me to do this for the other parks as well. And if you're not already subscribed, you can hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any of my Disney videos or vlogs. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, and I do vlog all of my Walt Disney World trips. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!